Today on the channel, it's time for one of those famous Hardy parties with AEW Unrivaled Series 16, Matt and Jeff Hardy.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another AEW Unrivaled Series 16 unboxing and review. And today on the channel, it's a Hardy party with Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy from Unrivaled Series 16. But for all your Hardy Boys needs and a whole lot more, make sure you head up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Gotta get a deal out there. And the Hardys ride again in style in AEW Unrivaled Series 16. Dare I say, last time in the singles line, we do know there's an Amazon exclusive 2-pack coming, I think, early November, I believe is the date on that one. And I'm guessing that could be the end of the Hardy party in Unrivaled and Unmatched in Jazzwares for that matter. And we'll see what happens after that. We know we got Major Bendy's coming. We got Big Rubber guys. Wouldn't be shocked to see a lot of other retro-style figures of the Hardy Boys in the future. But if you're after this scale, we're down to the wire right here. But we're going to dive into it. We're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. We're going to go alphabetical order. We're going to go to Jeff Hardy first. Jeff Hardy, no stranger to action figures. One of the most popular performers of all time. It's no doubt about it. And this time we get him in face paint. You know me, I'm a sucker for a guy in face paint. That's all it takes sometimes. That's all it takes. Guy comes in wearing face paint, and I just say, hold me. That's what I say. Jeff looking good. He's wilding out like a young Nick Cannon down there. Who knows what he's up to. Big window box there. Extra head with this one, which is always nice. Everybody can use a little extra head from time to time. Looking good with Jeff Hardy. Series 16, he's number what? 156. Number 156 in the line so far. All elite on the side, and then of course on the back got a glamour shot, got the cross sell down below. We're unboxing every single one of these on the channel this week, and when we're done, we're going to rank the entire way from my least favorite to my favorite. Stay tuned for that. It does have his autograph back here. It does say from March 23rd, 2022, a lifetime ago, Cedar Park, Texas. Shout out to Texas down there. Jeff Hardy from Dynamite is what this one was from. But let's see what's going on. Let's see how well this figure holds up. See what's going on in here. And we'll do some comparisons here later in this video as well. So stay tuned for that. See you later. Goodbye. All right, Plastic Prison. There he is, old Jeff Hardy. Let's dive into it. Let's see what's going on. Dare I say, let's see what all the fuss is about with this one. Anytime Jeff Hardy has a release, there's fuss. There's a lot of Jeff Hardy guys and gal collectors out there. And I just cut him in half. It's perfect for the Halloween season, spooky season. We're falling apart right here at the table. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's get down to it. Let's get this guy back together. There we go. That's one thing that's nice is all this stuff does go back together fairly easily. But let's start with the hands first on Jeff Hardy. We got two gripping hands over here. You got a little black wrist tape there. The tattoo's poking through as well. Then you get the Jeff Hardy, the patented Jeff Hardy hands right here. He's ready to do some of this kind of stuff in his entrance. He's ready to do all kinds of stuff. He's a wild, loose cannon, as we know, as Jeff Hardy. But now we're diving into the head sculpts for this Jeff Hardy. And I don't know. This isn't my favorite face paint for Jeff Hardy. I'm going to tell you guys that right off the bat. But it is definitely crazy. You got the red, the black, the white, the gray. There's a lot going on. Got the long black hair, of course. Got those big old hoop earrings going there. Looking extra wild. I wonder what my dad would say if I came with some big old hoop earrings like that. He would probably just kick me right out of the will immediately. Immediately. I'm just hanging on by a thread with this hair at this point. But he would not be a fan of that. My grandma, oh man, she'd be rolling over in her grave. She'd be so disappointed in Kyle if I did that. But not for me. Earring, not for me. Never really thought about it. One time, though, I almost got my eyebrow pierced. I wanted to be like a young Mike Patton back in the day. Mike Patton, one of my all-time favorites, he had his eyebrow pierced. And I went with my parents on a trip to Mall of America, and I begged my parents, like, please, let me. And they finally said, okay. Got in line to get my eyebrow pierced. The guy ahead of me was getting his eyebrow pierced. And they hit a vein or they hit a gusher and blood coming all over the place. And I said, you know what? I don't think I want to get my eyebrow pierced. So all these years later, I'm pretty happy that guy took one for the team and stopped me from getting my eyebrow pierced. The more you know, the more you know. But Jeff Hardy looking good, screaming head here. Second head looking very, very sad, very perturbed. Almost like he's got an overbite as well on this one. But same head sculpt going on, but just different in the mouth is basically the different. And then the eyes don't have as much emotion. So between the two, I'm keeping the one out of the package is the way to go. However, we can maybe find use for this. We'll see here in a second. But let's dive into the Jeff Hardy figure. Pretty plain as far as attire goes. An all black shirt over the top. All black in the pants, got the white and black boots going on down there, and then of course you got that big rag right here. And I think, now somebody fact check this if you want to, Jeff Hardy kept this. He was in jail one night. You know, some people go to jail, some people don't. I've talked a lot of times on the channel about my stint in Oz. Never forget AEW in Oz. Oh my gosh. But yeah, when I was in Oz, like everybody, I dreamed of escaping from prison. But I said, you know, I'm only here for like a good 5 years. I'm just going to do my time and get back into society. And that's what I did. I did my time in Oz. But if I'm not mistaken, Jeff Hardy had this. And this is actually a bunch of bed sheets from his prison cell. And he put these all together and was going to try to dangle and climb on out of there. It didn't work for him. But as a memory, he cut him up and put him as a hanky back here. And he could blow his nose on it. He could wipe his face. He could do whatever he wants. Or look just ridiculous with this thing out of his back pocket. He could choose his own adventure at the end of the day. Somebody feel free to fact check that story if you want to. But like I said, not a lot going on. But sometimes a little simplicity goes a long way. All black everywhere with a little bit of dashes of white and then the face paint. Makes it pop, makes it look, and makes it feel different. If he was all wild in his attire, it would take away from the face paint and vice versa. So not a terrible figure, I'll definitely say that. Arms all the way around for us, of course. Bicep cut. Double jointed pinned elbows, as we know. Hands back and forth, side to side, hands removable. Head back and forth, side to side, removable. Hula hoop at the top, plus traditional waist, a little bit of traditional waist. You do get those big old Hardy Boys splits right there. Leg does go up. Thigh cut, big double jointed pin knees going on. Boot cut real down low on that boot cut, and then a little side to side up and down on the ankles. He's got those big bell bottoms there that would make Greg Brady blush back in the 70s, I do think, right there. He should fit on a Mattel, maybe not a Mattel. How about a ringside AEW Unrivaled stand? How about that? He will fit on one of those. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%, of course, as we know. Fits right there on a stand, but I do got the prior edition of Jeff Hardy right here. Looking kind of cool, looking good, and actually I think I prefer this one because I like all the tattoos more than I think I like the face paint. So truly a yin and yang adventure right here. However, you could also pull this off and you could pop this on, so you could do some mixing and matching if you really wanted to. So you could put that face paint one on there, and then you could pop this head off. Will this head pop off? Oh my gosh, the waist will. I'm a little, losing the stand. There we go. Okay, I was a little worried that was going to break on me. You Hardy Boys completists, easy for me to say. You can move some things around and get a whole new Jeff Hardy figure right here. You take off this painted head and put that on there. It's like having a different figure. So there is some options if that is your thing with these Jeff Hardy figures. And I did forget to mention he does got the tattoos on his neck. That had to have been painful. I'm sure he enjoyed that time doing that. But there it is, old Jeff Hardy. Looking good, feeling good. But now we got to turn our attention to his brother, Matt Hardy. Of course, the other member of the Hardy Boys, as we know. Matt Hardy doing things like only a Matt Hardy can do. And it's been a while since we've had a Matt Hardy figure in the AEW line, as we can see right here. All black going on, extra head, hands, very similar to his brother. Series 16-157 for those keeping track at home. All Elite Wrestling. Matt Hardy on the back. Of course, big cross sell down below. From Dynamite, once again, San Antonio, Texas this time. 3/16/2022. So, man, a long time ago on this one here. Matt Hardy looking only like a Matt Hardy could look. He matches his brother pretty good in this one here. We're going to pull him out of the package. We're going to see how good he is, though. Oh, my gosh. Rookie. See you later. Goodbye. What are we doing here? See you later. I'm having all kinds of trouble with these AEW figures lately. I tell you what. They're cursed. Somebody put an action figure curse on me for the Halloween season. Oh, my gosh. What are we doing? See you later. Goodbye. See you later, Jabbar-style Skyhook. Goodbye. Matt Hardy. Ready to go. Ready to rock and roll. Strut and stroll, I think, is today. Got some extra hands, got the extra head. Bam, there he is, and bam! See you later. Let's get down to Hardy Boy business right here. 2 gripping hands out of the package. He's ready to grip it. He's ready to rip it. And then we do get those crazy Hardy Boys hands once again. Those crazy Hardy Boy hands once again going on to match his brother here. And he really matches his brother a lot because he's got the all-black attack going on once again, just like his brother had. Got a little bit of forearm showing there, of course. Then you got a little bit of wrist tape in black. But, man, back in black like a young Johnny Cash is old Matt Hardy here. Now, Matt Hardy's first head scan here looks like Matt Hardy. I would know who this is if I saw this. Big old screaming face going on, a little shaved on the hair on the sides, long hair out the back. Beautiful teeth. That AEW dental plan paying off for the Hardy Boys, apparently. Second head for Matt Hardy, looking a little perturbed. Looked like he's got a couple of walnuts in his mouth or something. Or maybe he popped up a big thing of chew in there. I don't know what he's got going on. Maybe some big league chew. You never know. Same hair going on. Playing those human hits. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth. Got a little facial hair down there on the chin as well. But do you want a screaming head? You want a stoic head? Choose your own adventure. Hardy Boy fans, you buy 2 of these figures. You make them into 2 different figures with the different hands and different heads. That's what you got to do, of course, at this point there. But looking good. It's funny as he's all black, but now I look a little bit closer on the Matt Hardy shirt. He's got little like kind of pinwheels going on there in blue. You don't really notice those at first, but if you just kind of stare at it for a second, your eyes will focus into it. At least mine will. But very, very cool as far as that goes. It looks better than being all black, but boy, it does give a little extra air of coolness to this figure, I will say. So I like what I see right there. Looking very good. Now, articulation on this, identical to his brother, so we don't need to walk through the articulation right here. But looking good, all things considered, is old Matt Hardy. Fits on a ringside stand as well. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. And it's been a heck of a long time since we got a Matt Hardy, but that's the one we got prior. Remember this one way back in the early days of the AEW line? Pretty awesome to get a new one as well. And we're getting nearing the end of our AEW Hardy Boys figures. Like I said, there's an Amazon 2-pack around the corner. Be on the lookout for that one. Then after that, on to greener pastures, I guess. So we'll see what ends up happening there. I have to imagine these 2 are going to be pretty popular, pretty good to pick up. Pick them up if you do need them as part of your Hardy Boys collections, of course. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think of these Hardy Boys? You in for them? You out for them? You picking these up day one like I did? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to like every video here on the channel. Always helps them. Give it the thumbs up. It's easy to do. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and my other YouTube channel. Check out early content and plenty of bonus stuff over on the Patreon. Pro Wrestling Tees will support the channel as well. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads. And on Instagram. And my book, The Complete Guide to the WWE Jakks Class Superstars line. Now available on Kindle. So for the Hardy Boys, Series 16, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.